Hey guys, I'm your host Triple C, and today I want to talk about dream projects for Haslab. Now, when it first started, the two dream projects that they had were huge. It was the sail barge and the unicorn. Then we got the go approach to unpack, and this was pretty big also. And we also got in the Ghost, which is another big one. The Razor Crest, another big one. For Star Wars. Um, Transformers is going to be a lot smaller since then, but G.I. Joe really hasn't had a huge one. I mean, you can say that the Dragonfly is pretty long, and the uh, Rattler's pretty wide. But nothing is the scale of Unicron or the um, sail barge. So, I want to go over some dream projects that I think Hasbro could do if they wanted to, but they probably won't do it because they're probably scared to. Alright, first up, let's talk about this one right here. It is the General. Now, the General is an awesome vehicle. It has a load of weapons on it. Weapons all over it, front and back. They have 4 of these, one on each side, and back. It has missiles on each side. Turrets right here, which hold 4 guys. It's 8 right there. There's another 4 and 2 on each side there. And people inside this also. And there's computers on each side there. These can flip around and fold in, and you can land some helicopters on top of that too. And then this folds out on the back, and there's a cannon outside of it. Then it pops out. And Major Storm is the driver of this vehicle. It also came with the Locust, which is the helicopter there, you see. I don't think the Locust would come with it if they did it, but it'd be cool if it did. And that's the front of it. And that's the back. It looks pretty cool though. I mean, it would be huge if they did it for G.I. Joe. It's basically a mobile fortress. Kind of like this one. Now, I don't think this will ever be made in classified because the original one was cool. It worked for classified, but it was flimsy too. They would have to really change a lot of it, thicken the walls. It'd be way too expensive for this. But it was a cool vehicle. So I don't see this coming to the line, even though it would be a dream project. And it would be bigger than Neocon, probably about the scale of the sail barge. And I don't remember how a sail barge worked. I think it was like $500 or $600 for a sail barge. And this unfolds in 3 levels, which is cool. The bottom floor is the maintenance bay. Then we have the jail cell right here, 2 med bays, and the computer lab. And then we have the top floor. Top floor will have 2 landing pads with small vehicles like a Skyhawk. And there was 3 seats for drivers. And yeah, it's pretty cool. It'd be a huge mobile base. I mean, and it is technically a vehicle, so like a sandcrawler. Next up is one of my. And I had it as a kid. It was awesome. This one I also had as a kid. It was so much fun having this one. This is one of my favorite vehicles growing up. Probably not everybody's favorite, but it held a lot of figures on it. One in each of the vehicles on the front and back, and then it had held 8, 2 in each seat, and one on each side, and one in the cannon, so 9, and then you can fit some guys inside underneath the cannon. So it had a lot of characters in it. So 9 are just in the middle part alone. And the back one has 6 wheels on it, and it would spin on an axis. So the entire thing, the top part of it would spin around. This part would spin around, or the wheels could turn by themselves independently, which is cool. That's the logo for it, the thunderclap. Cool logo. And this is the front one. The front one had treads on it. Not working treads, but it had treads. And it had one missile on the right side, 2 on the left, and a double blaster on the top part. And then it had a cool canopy and console and the engine to it. And then the engine cover and a canopy. Yeah, I really enjoyed this a lot. This was a great vehicle. And the cool part about the build section, which as soon as I get to it, I took a lot of photos of this. I like this vehicle a lot. It's an awesome vehicle. It had these bracelets that would come down, and then this part would be able to spin around. It'd be so you do a full 360 if you wanted to. And it had missiles. It had 2 guns on the back. In the cannon, the way it would work, came with 4 shells, and you would open it up, and then you would pull it back, and a shell would spit out. So you load a shell in there, and you push it forward, and you pull it back, and that would spit the shell out. It carried 4 shells. Yeah, and this is one that I think a 10% chance of being made out of all the big vehicles. Simply because you can put these two together side by side, and I think if you put this one and that one together and you put them next to each other, it would save a lot of room. It would still be a big package, but it would be smaller than other vehicles, like this one right here, the Rolling Thunder. The Rolling Thunder is an awesome vehicle. Loads of missiles, loads of weapons, and it had a secondary vehicle also with it, which I'll get to in a second here. Holds a lot of characters too. I don't even remember how many it held, but I think it's 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think over 11 characters it held. And you can put more on it too by standing on top of it. 12, right? 12. And all the seats in this vehicle here, the roller. It reminded me of Optimus Prime's roller. Then we have a top view. And that's opened up top view. And opened up again. Now I got all these photos for all these vehicles on 3D Joe's and at yojo.com. But the Rolling Thunder is an awesome vehicle. It's 2 giant splinter rockets that they were opening out and little missiles to shoot out of them. Then we have the Phantom X-19, which is the longest jet in the that was ever made in the line. The only one that came next to it was the Condor, which I didn't put on here because I don't think anyone wants the Condor. But the driver is Ghost Rider, not the Marvel Legend character, Marvel character, but the pilot is named Ghost Rider. His call sign, and this is an awesome jet. I just don't see it coming to classified, but it would be a heck of a Haslab. I think it would sell. I think the Rolling Thunder and the Thunderclap would sell also. Then we have the a Cobra vehicle, the Hammerhead, which has 5 additional vehicles besides the main vehicle. Um, this one, that one, and that one can also be used for jets, so it can fly. So it can be land, sea, and air. That's what it said on the box, anyways. It's a really cool vehicle when it's all put together, but when it doesn't have all the accessories on it, all the air vehicles, it's kind of bare, but it still looks cool. Has a lot of vehicles, a lot of guns, but they're all part of the little vehicles. So when it is like it only has 2 cannons on the front, and the missiles in the middle there that would shoot out. But it still looks cool. I don't see this coming to the line. I don't see anybody making this vehicle. It'd be way too complicated to make. But it is a cool vehicle. The next one is the Bug. Now, I have a Bug being made right now from Model 3 Hobbies, and he is making it for me. I have an Iron Grenadier version coming, and it's big. I don't know if Hasbro would do this one, but it would be worth it if they did. And it would be a huge vehicle. Also, a lot of characters too. I got mine for Iron Grenadiers for the inevitable Undertows when they come out. Then, as we're doing something beyond the 2 vehicles are from beyond the Real American Hero line. This is from the movie line. This is the ROCC, the Rolling Operations Command Center, and this is the little jet that's inside of it. That's the command center part. That's only big enough for like a bike. Nothing bigger than a bike would go there. That's the trailer opened up. You can see a jet there. That is the front cab. And it holds 5 characters and 2 on the opposite side, so 7. And I think a couple on the back too if you don't have a trailer hooked up. And this is completed with the trailer attached to it. Now you could have a trailer and cab like a regular back truck where it can swivel, the front cab can swivel, and that's pretty cool. The trailer does have supports, and then there, you can have it like that if you wanted it to be able to swivel like a regular truck. Then we have the other one from Beyond Real Hero, the Pit. This is a cool vehicle base, mobile base. I don't know how popular or if anybody would want this or not in the line, but this is a cool vehicle. And it's a shell, so it would be hard to make. And it probably wouldn't cost an arm and a leg for them to make. It would cost an arm and a leg for us to get it, but not for them to make it. Now, if I was going to make this, I would change the cardboard stuff to actual plastic crates, not cardboard. And there's a ping pong table at the top there. That blue section is the ping pong table. It was a cardboard ping pong table that came with the mobile pit. Now we're getting to the top 5 I want to talk about the most. 4 of these 5 are probably popular vehicles that they should do for Haslab. Number 1 being the whale. Now, I would change a couple of things on the whale. 1, I get rid of the little bike and the sled. I would make torpedoes come out of here instead of a sled and put seats inside. That's the only thing I would change in there. But I also really want this version of the whale, but I don't know if anybody else would want this or not. Now, next up is the hydrofoil. You would think Cobra would have the most hydrofoils, but nope. G.I. Joe has his Night Force, Tiger Force, and the Joe version. And Cobra had his Stealth and the red one, the original one. So, which one of these would you want in the line first? Probably the red one. I wouldn't mind this one also eventually, though. Next up, we have the Sky Striker. Now, the Sky Striker has several variations of this, and there's a Night Boomer, which I like a lot. I like the black. Then we have this version of the Sky Striker. Then we have the Sky Striker from Sky Patrol. Then we have a Starscream, which, if they give us this version, they could give us stickers for this part. Then they have the Cobra Scythe. Now, if it was up to me, it would be this one right here. That would be my choice for the Sky Striker. I like the black. And you can give us Night Force logos for this version too, if you wanted to. Then we have the Night Raven. Now, with both the Night Raven and the Sky Striker, I would have the wings and the nose of it off. So you have to attach them to the main body. That way it would save room on the packaging. And I think that would work. There's 2 versions of the Night Raven. This version 1 of Night Raven. There's this one and the Sky Patrol version, the Sky Raven. Then there's... That is a cool jet there. The Night Raven 2 from the movies. And it has 2 versions also. It has this and the Sand Serpent version. I like the Deco, but I prefer the black, all black. Then we have the last vehicle I want to talk about, We have the APC. We have the original one, the Mail Away on the right, and then we have the Night Force one. I'm wondering how popular this would be. I don't know how many people would want this, the APC. I know I would want it, but I would want the Night Force one. Or that one on the right. But I would change one thing in it. On the inside here, I would cut one of those in half, put a computer on it, in there, and put a bed on half of it, and then have two chairs, and you still get 14 characters in it. But yeah, that is it. That is all I wanted to show off today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and tell me what you guys' picks are for this list you want to see Haslab make a dream project. I am losing my voice, guys. Sorry. Hold on a minute. Take a sip of my drink. Okay, that's better. Do you think Hasbro should do the Night Raven, the Sky Striker, or the Whale, or the Moccasin, or the Whale, or the Moray? Do you think these would sell well enough for them to justify doing? Thank you all for watching. Hope you all have a great day. And I will see you guys next time. This is Triple C signing off. Please remember to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.